Before we get into today's video, I've got 3 things for you. Number 1, if you want to get a notification whenever we post a new video, make sure you ring that bell. Number 2, there's a TCG Player affiliate link in the show notes. After clicking that link, every purchase you make on tcgplayer.com helps support this channel. Number 3, you'll also find a link to our Patreon where you can support us directly. And now, kick back and enjoy the show.
Sup, Spikes? We're back on this probably a chilly Thursday. We're playing some competitive Magic today. We got some spicy generals at the table today. We'll go around in turn order here. I'm going first in turn order, and I am playing my Tishana Elf Ball list.
Excellent. I'm going second, and I'm playing Gerard Weatherlight Hero Eggs. And if you want to understand how the combo works, go check out our Better Know a Combo.
It's up here.
It'll be in one of these directions.
Yeah. I am going to be playing a deck that was actually submitted to us on Twitter from somebody named Prats. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly.
It's Prats.
Anyway, so it's a mono-red Neheb Dreadhorde Champion deck, and not this deck, but Neheb has been featured on the channel before in one episode. This is a slightly different build. It's less all-in combo, and it does have some stacks elements.
I think you've made some modifications.
And I've made a couple modifications just to make sure that it can, sort of square up against these decks here. But largely the deck is the same. We'll link the original deck and my modification deck in the comments or in the description below. And hopefully I'm able to slow down the game and hit people with this legendary creature - zombie Minotaur warrior.
Yeah. By the way, if you ever want to see deck lists for any of our decks, we have them in the video description.
Yes.
We always have them there, as well as you can skip to any given turn. I toss the timestamps for the turns in there too. I am playing a deck that I've wanted to play on the channel for so long. And I just want to thank you guys for subscribing to Cat Stacks. This is a Stacks deck. It's Selesnya, which is real interesting. The idea behind it is you want to stick a cheap beater that is a cat. Eminence triggers and you attack for damage, and then you supplement it with stacks. So hate bears and every kind of stacks, artifact, and enchantment.
Oh yeah, hate cats.
There are some hate cats too. Yeah.
I don't remember if you mentioned the name of your commander though.
It's Arabo.
The
Roar of the World. Yeah. So I'm hoping that's the way it's going to play out. So we'll see.
Roar.
Just go.
All right.
Start
turn one.
Start the game, Jerry.
Okay, I'm going to draw an opener up. And then I will play a Verdant Catacombs. I will crack the Verdant Catacombs instantly. I'm going to get this Tropical Island off that bad boy.
Instantly.
Instantly.
God, I don't even know what happened there. That was too fast for me.
I didn't even search.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just in play.
And then at sorcery speed,
Oh my god.
I'm going to tap this Tropical Island for a Jiraga Tree Speaker. Soul Elf, if you will.
I will not.
Okay.
Gut
Yes,
shot
sir.
it. That'd be sick. All right, cool. I'm going to draw on my turn. Ooh, that's a card. I'm going to play this Snow-Covered Plains. And I'm going to pass the turn.
Draw. I'm going to play Mountain and ship it over.
Draw a card. I'm going to play a Plains. I'm going to cast his Mana Crypt. And I'm going to cast Thalia, Heretic, Cathar.
Ooh.
Creatures first strike 3/2.
Creatures,
Non-basic
non-basics.
lands.
Yep, enter the battlefield tapped.
Yeah, fetch lands are pretty bad.
And then I will pass the turn.
Untap, draw.
I wish I had gone first.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a Forest.
Hey, that's a basic land.
Then I'm going to level up Jiraga Tree Speaker. Whoop! And then I will pass the turn.
Ooh, powerful.
I love that level up is at sorcery speed.
I'm going to draw this card. I'm going to play a Snow-Covered Montagna.
That's what that is.
I'm going to cast an Arcane Signet.
Ooh. Tapped. Oh, no.
Nope.
No.
No.
It's not that one.
Gotcha.
Decidedly not Blind Obedience.
Yes. And then I'm going to spin it to play a Terrarian. Tapped, because it's a similar card. As well as a Welding Jar.
Check.
And then I'm going to pass.
This is a list.
I'm going to play a mountain.
Lots of do-nothing
And-
cards.
I think I do want to do this, but I don't know to what.
To whom?
To what?
Is it lightning bolt?
Is it a braid?
No, I'm gonna just pop this off right now, just for funsies. I'm gonna cast Shattering Spree, replicated once. I'm going to choose Arcane Signet and Mana Crypt.
I'm going to regenerate my signet.
That was my target all along. You fool! Pass.
I feel bad now.
I'm going to regenerate the mana crypt. Oh, take that!
I'm gonna untap. Draw a card. I'm gonna play this Tectonic Edge. Then I think I'm gonna cast.
A cat?
That taps for mana, right?
Yeah.
I've never tapped Tectonic Edge
Your
before.
opponent's control.
I'm gonna cast Spirit of the Labyrinth.
You got it, friend.
I would like to move to combat
Yep.
and attack Jerry for 3.
Yeah, you got it, man. I'm going down to 36. Is that 3?
36.
Yeah,
36.
Yeah, 36.
I'll pass the turn.
Untap, draw. Oh, that's a interesting magic card. Each player can't draw more than one card a turn, you say?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
pretty good against Tashana.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm not drawing cards
I'm
anymore.
not going to lie to you.
This says draw a card.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does a bunch.
Seems not good for me.
Play this Wirewood Lodge tapped because it is a non-basic land.
Yikes.
Yikes indeed, Bill LePage.
Indeed, Bill LePage. The yikeses have happened.
I hate us.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to play this Chromox.
Tapped.
No, you almost had me. I'm going to imprint an Edric Spymaster of Trest.
Okay.
Oh, that's
That's
pretty uniquely bad with Spirit of the Library.
Correct.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. That's like fine though, because now we just like attack who we want, not who Edric says we should attack.
Well, no, James just attacks Jerry a bunch anyway and still draws. Oh, no, because it
It
doesn't.
doesn't. It's each player.
Yep.
I
It is also
will
each player. There are 2 reasons why that doesn't
then pass the turn.
You don't have a disenchant, Jerry. I'm gonna untap.
Not currently.
I'm gonna draw this card.
Not in Simic Jam.
This card is good, but not good. So
So it's not great.
good talk.
Make up your mind, Jan.
I'm gonna play a chromatic sphere. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
you got some eggs.
And I guess I'm gonna cast this Goblin Welder tapped.
Yeah, stew going.
This tapped, yeah.
He said tapped while it was already tapped on
Go
tap.
ahead.
What's it like having a perfect mana base over there, Bill?
Oh, it's insane. I just did it again. I'm going to slam this Blood Moon.
It does nothing to me.
I have a response
Yeah,
to
you got
Blood
it.
Moon.
I am a red deck.
I'm going to Arcane Denial your Blood Moon.
Whoa, that's so fine.
Oh,
I'm so happy.
yeah, okay, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, pass turn.
Okay.
In your upkeep,
Yeah,
I
will
draw one.
I will
Yeah.
also draw one.
I will also
I'm
draw one.
gonna crack this chromatic sphere. I'll also draw
He's
one.
just feeling left out.
I'm gonna play this Marsh Flats.
Oh, it's not even a mountain.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah, why couldn't you let this Blood Moon resolve, Jerry?
Gaia's Cradle.
Is it in your hand?
I'm gonna crack it.
Yep.
Going to 39, I'm going to put this Savannah into play off of Marsh Flats. Then I'm going to cast this Leonin Arbiter.
That is a cat.
It is a cat.
Oh, you're the blue deck, Jerry.
Is it resolved?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't
You
care
already
about
countered
searching.
something.
I just draw cards.
And then I'm also going to cast this Wild Macattle.
Oh, that.
Is a cat.
That's
That
a
is a
cat
cat.
warrior.
Then I would like to move to combat.
Yep.
I'm going to give Leonin Arbiter +3/+3.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pass the turn. Oh, wait, hang on. I want to attack.
Yeah, I was like,
Actually,
what are you
I'm
doing?
going to
I'm okay with that.
Bill, I'm going to attack you for 3.
No, you're not.
And Jerry, I will also attack you for 3.
Yep. I'm going into 3/3. Wow, there's no ad nauseum decks.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's it for me. Go ahead.
Jim is putting the boots to us either way.
Draw.
Yeah.
We're about to kick it into overdrive, actually,
With the boots.
with the boots. Over boots.
We're about to boot it into Booterdrive.
Name of the episode right there.
Yeah.
Please, no. I'm going to tap 4 mana.
Yep.
I'm going to play a Temur Sabertooth.
You gonna bounce the Striga Tree Speaker back to your hand?
Depends. Do I need to give this indestructible?
Gets indestructible. That blocks Thalia. Real
Yes,
well.
it does. Guess what I'm playing it
It's
as?
also tapped.
It is tapped.
Doesn't block Thalia.
Next turn.
It will eventually.
I'm going to tap 2 more mana and play a Kyora's Follower.
Tapped.
Yep. Pass turn.
It can untap it? No, I can't.
Untap to tap it? What?
Draw this card here. Oh! Ooh, that's a bad one. Such a bad card.
You should cast it. He's got a 2/2 over there for 1 mana. That's going to become a 5/5
Yep. Yep. It's bad.
for us.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Not great. All right. Well, let's commence the not good stuff.
Let's commence the end game.
Pyroclasm.
I'm gonna play this Wall of Omens,
Tapped.
tapped, and not draw a card.
And not draw a card.
And then I'm gonna pass the turn.
That's an 04, 2 mana 04 delay to turn blocker.
I was skeptical on the stuff enters tapped theme in this deck because there's several of these effects.
Yeah, it's like pretty solid.
And enters play tap.
Yeah, non-basic
Yeah,
line.
non-basics. Non-basics is like randomly relevant.
No, that's good. You're good.
You're good. We'll figure out how to play this card. When we can.
I don't think we will. I'm going to pass the turn after casting this Felwar Stone, which I did very silently.
Untap.
Yeah.
It's a silence stone.
Draw a card. I would like to move to combat.
You got it.
Trigger Eminence. I would like to buff Leonin. No, I'm going to buff Wildnicott.
Okay.
And
So Wild Call is currently a 5/5.
currently a 5/5.
It'd be a 6/6 if you'd let this Bloodroom resolve.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah, it
been.
would be.
Wow.
I would like to attack. I'm going to attack with all of my creatures.
Okay.
I'm going to attack Bill for 8
Mm-hmm.
and Jerry for 5.
Okay. I'm going to go down to 28.
I'm 29.
Then, in my second main phase, I would like to cast
Cat?
Thorn of Amethyst,
That's not a cat.
That is non-creature spells.
Correct.
and I will pass the turn.
I'm going to untap.
Glad I got this Felwar Stone out.
Draw this magic card. And I'm going to... Tashana does nothing with that.
This is a 4/4 that's tapped.
7 mana 4/4 tapped.
Hey, you can return her to your hand to give Temur Sabertooth indestructible. You can untap her with Kyora's Follower.
Yeah.
No, he needs to use the Kyora's Follower to cast.
Shh, don't tell him how to live his life.
I'm going to level up.
Just start leveling up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like actually the correct play though.
And then I'll pass the turn.
End of your turn, I'm going to Goblin Weld my Terrarian or my Welding Jar and draw a card on Jerry's turn.
Just welding. Jan's just secretly playing welding travel.
And draw a card on my turn. This is not good.
You just get to draw a bunch of cards. You can cast this this 3/3 with First Strike.
I cannot. I have 3 mana.
You could have if the Scalding
If the Scalding Tarn wasn't a
All I'm
Scalding
saying
Tarn.
is
Yeah, alright, go ahead.
draw. Oh, that's fascinating.
Oh.
I'm gonna tap these 3 because I have to pay an extra 1 for Ruby Medallion.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Tapped.
good.
No, it's not tapped.
It's not.
I will then pass the turn.
Okay, I'll untap. Draw a card. Cast a Mana Vault.
Costs 2.
It does cost 2. Can I
Hoisted.
tap the Mana Vault for that?
I feel like that'd be too good.
Okay, I would like to move to combat.
I knew it!
Trigger Arabo.
Yep.
I'm going to give the wild and cattle.
Yep.
+3/+2.
Okay.
And I will attack Jan for 5 and Bill for 8.
21.
I will go to 35.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Untap, draw.
Bill, you're going to need to like Anger of the Gods.
I have something.
That's fine with me.
I don't have nothing, is what I'm trying to say right now.
It's good.
Gonna tap for 2 green.
Mhm.
Level up. Then I'm gonna tap for Wirewood over here
To untap it?
to untap it. Then I'm gonna tap it. Level up.
Oh my god, he
my
can
God.
untap it with Kira's follower. Oh my god!
We've just been next level, guys. I don't know how we're going to do.
I'm just waiting for him to pump all of his mana into it so I can drop a Linval.
And I'm going to play an Arbor Elf.
Tapped.
Yep. Yeah.
More like Arbor tapped.
And then I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right. End of Jerry's turn. I'm going to weld the Terrarian
He's
into a
got 8.
chromatic sphere.
Nope.
Oh, no.
That's part of the ability.
It's part of the
You
ability.
fool!
Me fool. All right, hang on.
So, is that still in your...
It's still my group.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
This is much worse than I thought it was. Why isn't this Chromatic Star? Why am I playing the actual version of this card?
You probably are somewhere.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna
Yep,
do that.
that's fair.
Draw an extra card every other turn cycle.
This is powerful magic we're playing
Yeah,
right
This
now.
is the most powerful. I think you're going to agree once it hits my turn.
Plateau. Tapped.
Tapdo.
Yep. Yep. Pass the turn.
I'll untap and draw a card. Oh, man. I'm going to play this Bloodstained Mire tapped.
Are you gonna pay 2 life?
This is a Bloodstained Mire, my friend.
Huh.
I am, however... Should have... I think it's still fine. I'm going to pay 5. I'm going to cast Inferno Titan.
Trigger.
Oh, so it resolves.
Tap.
Oh, yeah.
don't know.
It is tapped.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah.
Zero.
I'm going to pass priority on Inferno Titan.
Okay.
Pass priority.
Pass priority.
Okay, enter the battlefield. Trigger. I'm going to deal... I don't want to get rid of the Spirit of the
Yeah,
Lab.
Jerry's going to win if you get rid of
Yeah, the Spirit of the Lab is totally fine.
For Obel.
the
think-
Goblin Welder.
Yeah, I'm going to kill... I'm going to do 2 here and 1 to the...
Yeah,
to the
that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
And the Goblin Well.
Okay. Wild and Cattle down.
Go.
Untap. Draw card. I think I'm just going to cast Arabo.
Ooh.
That's a 5/5.
That's with 1 mana floating.
Yep. That is a 5/5.
I would like to move to combat
Okay.
and trigger Arabo.
Yep.
Targeting Lean and Arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
And Arbiter's a 5/5.
The 5/5. Then I would like to attack Bill for 11.
Go to 10.
Bill is at
And
10.
I'll pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap. Draw this card that does something.
Did it work?
Nope. I'm going to tap Derogatory Speaker. Oh, that's untapped now. To level up Derogatory Speaker.
Oh my god.
It's a 1/4.
And all of your creatures tap for 2.
All my elves.
Oh,
All of his one.
But this Arbor Elf taps for 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I will then...
You should untap your Derogatory Speaker and level it up again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 5.
It's 5+.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't lose the ability to
Yeah,
level
what
it
if
up.
I
It's so
Hex
fun.
Parasite it?
I'm gonna actually untap it, though.
I could
Never
just
stop, never stop.
Yeah, I could Hex Parasite it.
Yeah.
Take one of the counters off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Great strategic advice, Jerry.
Yeah. Have fun captioning that, whoever's captioning it.
I look forward to whatever words get put
Good
there.
luck, Jan.
I'm sick. Pass.
The turn? Okay.
Are you done? It's
Yeah,
your turn.
you said pass, so I passed the turn.
All right, cool. In your end step, I'm gonna make a red with my chromatic sphere and draw a card.
Lightning bolt.
And then I'm going to crack my Scalding Tarn and pay 2.
Yeah?
For the Leonid.
Yeah, works.
So I'll get this Sacred Foundry tapped.
Paint 2 life?
No.
Okay.
It is a Bloodstained Mine. Are you done? Continuing to be done your turn, Jerry?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to untap.
Go to my third main phase.
That sounds powerful. I wish I had a third main
I
phase.
feel sorry for anybody listening to this game.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
This card. Oh man, these cards are all bad. Why am I playing them?
No idea.
That's called playing eggs.
All right. Well, whatever. I guess I'm just gonna play this Academy Rector tapped.
Oh, I can blow that up.
You can.
And then I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for my turn.
That was an excited draw.
Okay. This is going to be a weird play, but I think I'm still going to do it. I'm going to attack James for 6, trigger Inferno Titan, deal 2 damage to Thalia and 1 damage to Arbor Elf.
I have a response.
I'm aware that you do.
I'm going to tap Arbor Elf for 2 green mana.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate Timur Sabertooth's ability to bounce Arbor Elf to my hand.
You got it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, tally down.
Okay. So you are currently attacking for 6.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
attacking.
I have no blocks. Okay, go to 34. Or 33.
Perfect. I am then going to pay 3 Ruby Medallion and cast Neheb Dreadhorde Champion.
That doesn't have haste. That's good.
It does not have haste.
That's good.
Yeah, good.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
I also
Untap.
already attacked.
I will take a damage off of Mana Vault. 32. Draw a card. I would like to move to combat.
The interesting thing here, if you attack me with Spirit of the Labyrinth, I will block it. And then Jerry wins on his turn.
Yeah, I know.
If you attack me with Spirit of Labyrinth, I will block it. It won't die in your turn, but you'll be down a blocker.
Okay, I'm going to target Lena and Arbiter.
Yeah.
Because it's the only valid target against ability.
Yeah.
So it's a 5/5.
It is a 5/5.
Yeah.
Big old cat. Big old cat Jesus.
Then I will move to combat. And I will declare attackers at Bill. It's a shame because I actually want Bill in this game, but I can't afford to have him keep popping my stuff with Inferno Titan. Trigger Arabo. Pay for it.
Yeah, I'll block.
Make this a 10/10.
I'll block.
Okay.
Take 5.
So you die?
I take 5.
It's got trample.
Oh, it gets trampled?
Yep.
Does it?
Oh, okay, so I was dead either way.
Oh, wow, that gives...
Okay.
Okay. Then knowing that, I will instead block a Rabo.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm done.
Okay.
So, and then a Rabo dies.
Arabo dies.
And
Okay.
Robert
Yeah, I
dies.
take 10 either way.
And Bill's dead.
Okay.
Bill dies.
Then I will pass the turn.
Oh, it's not good.
Untap, draw.
On and save me the
Force.
Academy Rector.
I will pay 2 for Mana Vault.
Mhm.
Tap Chromox for Arbor Elf.
Tapped.
Nope.
He almost got you.
Hey.
I will then pass the turn.
I'll untap. Draw this card. I think I'm just going to cast a Semblance Anvil.
Cool.
Trigger imprint.
It is an imprint, yeah.
What is Semblance Anvil?
So I
It's just
exile a
it's
non-land
makes
card.
things cheaper.
Yeah, and then
It's
yeah,
a
cost
cloud
2
key.
less. Yeah. So if nobody has any
You got it, man.
qualms, I'm going to exile this Dowsing Dagger.
So equipment.
Artifacts. Artifacts. Pass turn.
I'll untap. Take a damage. Go to 31. Draw a card. Play this command tower. Untapped.
What is your card?
I'm a little nervous because now Jan's back down to eggs, but he can't draw cards, so
No.
that's like fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Linvala, Keeper of Silence.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I will move to combat.
Yep.
I'll make this 5/5.
Yep.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay, cool. I'm going to untap. Mana Vault is untapped. I'm not going to take damage. I'm going to draw a card.
You're also
Yeah,
showing tapping
Chromax
Chromax
as well.
Oh, wow!
Where are your counter spells, Jerry? You're playing a blue deck. I'm playing.
You already used a counter
Boros.
So we're going to do something real sad that I could have done last year.
Last year.
Last year.
This has been a long time coming.
Play this Wasteland. That's
Yeah.
not it.
Jesus.
He's going to wasteland his own Wirewood Lodge. So he has fewer options on his turn.
Big brain. I'm going to tap Arbor Elf for 2 green. Forest for a green. I'm going to play an Eternal Witness. I'm going to trigger Eternal Witness to get this Arcane Denial back to my
Yeah,
hand.
sure, dude.
Oh, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You can't.
You can't activate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, tap your actual mana.
There you go.
Got him.
Cool.
And in the process, Jerry folds his tropical
Just right in half.
Who needs a Tropical Island? The card's bad.
Okay.
Go.
Untap. I'm going to draw. Well, Jerry's just going to counter whatever I do.
Nope.
Yeah, I feel like that's not the most...
I feel like at this stage of the game, countering whatever you do just to draw a card is probably not what I should be doing.
You should counter your own thing and draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Except it doesn't even work that way either.
All right, well, I'm going to cast an Ashnod's Altar.
You got it.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yep. That may be worth Arcane Denial. Oh, yeah, you can do it.
Oh, I can absolutely Arcane Denial it.
Yeah.
He's gonna Ashnod's his Academy Rector.
He is.
What does he get?
I have no idea.
That's terrifying.
He's going to get Overwhelming Splendor and enchant Jerry.
Yeah, because that's the move.
Yeah. That's
So
what I do.
I'll
I
get
need to cast spells.
I'm just, I'll just
Yeah, you
Arcane
gotta fire that
Denial.
off.
Hi, Jerry.
Because I can draw a card now.
Yeah.
No, well,
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
I guess. That's
And
fine.
so can you. It's fine.
That's fine.
That just gets replaced. It's a 3-mana cycling card.
We're going to die to this Linvala.
Yes, I was going to die to the Living Ball anyway, but you decided to try to play an Ashnod's Altar, so I'm going to counter it.
You fool. Anyway.
I'm like pretty sure the only enchantments in here are like Land Tax and Goblin Bombardment.
Goblin Bombardment seems good.
Yeah.
It has to be good, right?
It has to be Goblin Bombardment.
It has to be.
Has to.
There's no other thing.
That's part of a combo, I think, with Gerard Weatherlight Hero.
But
Oh,
I don't have the rest of the combo.
And what's the rest of the combo?
click here to find out.
I go home.
Elliot, if you do not put, or whoever uploads the video does not put the link there, I'll be upset.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn then.
Okay. I'll untap.
I'll draw a card in your upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
This card's weird.
Do I untap the Mana Vault?
Yes.
Them's the question.
I guess draw first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to draw.
No.
It's
It's
the
draw
beginning of your draw step. Yeah.
Was it draw step?
Yeah, but I draw
end.
first. Drawing is the first
Yeah, it's
thing
the
that
first thing you
happens.
happen in your draw
Is it
step.
draw step?
And
I
then
thought it was
things
upkeep.
trigger.
No, it's
No.
the end of your upkeep is how it's worded originally.
Yeah.
And then there's no such thing as the end of your upkeep.
Yeah.
So they put
So
it
it's
into
so
draw
it's the
step.
beginning
the
of
beginning of my draw step.
Yeah.
which
Okay.
means
So
I
it
get to
ends
draw
a trigger.
first.
So you used to
Yeah.
draw first.
So
Yeah.
coming back. I am going to untap my Mana Vault.
You got it.
I'm going to play a land for my turn.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
Then I would like to move to combat.
You got it.
Trigger a Rabo,
Mhm.
targeting Leon and Arbiter.
Yep.
Declare attacks at Jerry for 3 in the air.
Oh, that's all?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. 25.
5.
25.
Second main, I would like to cast this Jungle Lion. It can't intercept. It's a 2/1.
It definitely can't intercept.
It's a real magic card, I promise.
Comment down below what you think
Remember
intercept means.
The
Yeah.
lion's
God.
only loyalty is to its hunger.
and not intercepting.
Its only loyalty is to not intercept.
Cannot be declared as an
Okay.
interceptor.
Then I will pass the turn.
I'm going to untap.
There are cards from Portal that say that you can only cast them after blockers have been declared, except it's
Draw
after interceptors have been announced.
I'm going to play this.
Announced. Not declared. Announced is so good.
Get tap 2 mana.
Yep.
I'm going to play this Sylvan Library.
Oh.
What's Jim's life total at? 31?
31.
I'm at 25.
Mm-hmm.
He can make things into 5/5s or a 5/4. And he has 3 1s. I have nowhere near a 5/5. Okay. Okay.
This
Math?
can't intercept.
It can't. Though.
It's not
if you
allowed
try to
intercept.
intercept with it, it just won't. It goes if you can't select it, and
You can't announce it.
you can't even announce it.
Yeah, it can't even be announced as an interceptor.
Can I announce it?
Jungle lion.
Breeding pool tapped.
You know you can pay for that.
Yep.
I was like, when did you cash the Sylvan Library? I was
Just
just
now.
like
Just
stopped
now.
paying attention. to
Yeah,
what's going
Actually,
on.
just now.
I wish I had
Literally
a
just
Library
now.
info.
Literally.
What else
just
are you
now.
going to do, Jared?
Yeah.
Tap my up.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Pass the turn.
Fun.
4 of your 5 creatures are vanilla currently.
Draw.
I just have to sit here making obvious remarks because
Because otherwise you feel like you've wasted an afternoon. Alright. Cool, I guess. I'm going to cast this Reveler.
Okay.
Goblin guy.
Goblin Welder.
Goblin Welder, yeah.
Goblin guy.
Well,
You got a Reveler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
man.
I'll untap.
Oh, yeah, that's when it leaves play.
Yeah.
Draw a card.
I've got a blocker that trades favorably with Linvala.
He's not going to attack you with Lindwall.
I know. But at some point he will.
Do I just want to cast Arrowbow?
Probably. It's just going to be a 5/5.
I kind of do.
You just want to go all in on the cat avatar?
Cavatar?
Sorry.
The last airbender?
Caviar?
I would like to move to combat.
Yep.
I would like to trigger Arrowbow,
Yep.
targeting Leonin Arbiter.
You got it.
Jerry.
Yep.
I'd like to move to my second main phase.
Hold on. I'm holding priority. In your
You can't request priority and not do anything, Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
just
gotta
want
get
to
lost.
remind you. I appreciate the meme, but this is unacceptable.
I'll take the game loss and head out of here,
I
guys.
appreciate the meme, but memes are unacceptable. Moving on.
I'm going to cast Lost Leonin.
It's got
It has infect.
That's a 2/1 with Infect.
Oh man, that's a one shot
And-
with Arbo out. That's really powerful.
Then I will
Yeah.
pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw 2.
Attacked in the air.
I'm gonna draw 2 extra cards in my draw
No, you
step.
are not.
No, you're not.
Spirit of Life.
Spirit of Labyrinth.
I wish you would have told me that before.
You did it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay 8 life to keep these 2 cards. I'm not going to.
He does have to pay 4 though, doesn't he, to keep one of the cards?
Don't you have to
Or
put 2
no,
back?
because he doesn't. He doesn't draw.
No, he's not
okay.
actually triggering Soil Library, so he doesn't have to do anything with the draws that don't happen.
because it's a May, right?
Yes.
Does Wasteland target enchantments?
No.
I'm gonna Wasteland your enchantment.
You're an
No.
enchantment creature.
I have a Platinum Angel. I can't lose.
Oh, that's Honolulu all over
He can
again.
request priority anytime he wants.
I'm going to tap 3 mana. I'm going to play Elvish Archdruid. Other elf creatures get +1/+1
Oh my god, that's a glorious anthem.
Yep.
for 2 creatures. Then I'm going to pass the turn.
This game is exciting now that Bill's dead. I'm gonna untap. Draw this card.
I just wanted to attack with Inferno Titan.
I might tap this Mana Vault so I die faster.
I'm just gonna cast Gerard.
Is that a flyer?
No,
I have a flyer.
it's a first striker.
It's first strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You have a Gerard, Weatherlight Hero, on the battlefield.
Anything else?
Okay.
Would you
No,
like to
pass the
trigger-
turn.
I will untap.
Untap this
Draw card.
time.
Nope, that's banned.
What do you got over there, Jen?
I have an Academy Rector, a Wall of Omens, a Revelark, and a Gerard Weatherlight Hero.
Semblance.
And a Semblance Amble, and a Welding Jar, and an Arcane Signet. The Sacred Fountain, Snow-Covered Mountains, Nothing Plains, and a Plateau. And like 6 or 7 cards in my hand.
What else do you have over there? What are you wearing?
What else you got over there, Jan? How much does Arrowbow cost? 7?
7
5, 6, 7,
mana.
8.
Hmm.
We could do it.
Yeah.
One floater.
It's like all I need, right? 1 floating.
All you need is 1.
All you need is 1.
Bwah-ba-da-da-da.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. You did it.
So before we continue, I just want to point out we cheated a few turns back.
Why is that?
It didn't end up mattering because I had the mana, but Sylvan
you-
Library was supposed to cost one more.
I just noticed that at the same time. I wasn't going to mention it because it didn't matter.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just want to put it out so that in the comments they understand we found it, and it didn't end up mattering because I didn't use anything else.
Okay, meow.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow!
Okay,
Alright, Jerry's getting attacked for $1 million.
Do it,
move
please.
combat.
Yep.
Trigger Arabo.
On.
Jungle Lion.
It can't intercept.
Correct. I don't know why I'm leaving it up as a blocker. As an
I
intercept.
don't either.
I would like to move to combat.
Yep.
Jerry?
Yep.
5 on the ground and 3 in the air.
Okay,
Trigger Arabo. I can't pay for it.
so that is currently a 5/4?
Yep.
Double block.
This jungle lion just traded up like in the brawl of a lifetime.
Jerry's going to go to 22, though. Because he doesn't have any flyers.
22. Then I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep. Look at the top card of my library. Yeah, it's there.
That was exciting.
I'm going to not play any cards from my hand, and I'm going to elect to tap.
All of your mana. Cast your commander.
Oh my goodness. What's happening? Oh my goodness.
Oh, Wasteland extra mana. I'm just going to cast this to Shauna.
Mm-hmm.
It is currently a 4/4.
Okay.
I have no maximum hand size.
Sounds good.
Nice.
I do not draw any cards. You can go.
It does trigger.
It does trigger.
It does trigger, so that's why I said I do not draw any cards.
I'm going to draw this card right here. Ooh, that is a card right there.
Right? Where? Where is it?
I'm going to play this card because it's not helpful, but it's hilarious
Oh, here we go.
because it's actually randomly relevant. I'm going to play a Sabo's Web.
What does that do?
Not going to draw a card, but lands with an activated ability that doesn't produce mana don't untap during their controller's untap
My
step.
Tech Edge!
Oh, Wirewood Lodge, Wasteland.
Oh,
We did it!
My Tech Edge! My cabbages!
Taking
My crush!
I'm a big fan of it costing 1 more because of Thorn of Amethyst, but then also 2 less because of Semblance Anvil.
Yeah,
So it's free.
that's good. You
It
done?
costs
no,
no.
it costs 1.
Does Semblance Anvil prevent things from being free? Because it costs 1, so it... And
No,
then
it
this-
costs 2.
It costs 2. and
Costs
then-
Oh, I
down
used
to
to-
0 plus 1.
Oh, when you said costs 1,
Jen,
I
are
thought
you
you
done?
meant...
I am going to also cast a Gibbering Fiend.
Oh, that's gibbering, sir.
Gibbering. So when it enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Oh, man.
So I have Jim at 30 and Jerry at 21.
Yep.
And then Delirium at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in my graveyard, it deals 1 damage to that player.
And creature.
Online?
4 or more.
No. He's 1 off.
Okay.
Creature.
Creature artifact land.
Got it. Creature
Okay.
artifact land.
Yep. Are you done?
Go ahead. Yep.
Okay, Tectonic Edge does not untap.
You also take 1 from your mana card.
Take 1.
Well, he might still elect to...
Yeah, true.
untap
I
it.
do get to draw.
We don't know
And I
yet.
can pay for it. I am not going to pay for it.
Is it 29?
29.
It's as if I had a Gibbering Fiend.
Then I would like to move to combat. Trigger Arabo.
Yep.
Targeting Leonin Arbiter. And I would like to declare attackers.
You want to swing with this Spirit of the Labyrinth at me?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to
He
attack
asked.
Jerry in the air for 3. There goes to 18.
Yep.
Second main.
Second main, another non-intercepting cat.
I'm going to cast Initiate's Companion.
The heck
It
does
is a
that do?
3/1, and whenever it deals damage to a player, I can untap target creature or land.
Your tech
Nice. My Tech Edge.
Oh no.
My cabbages.
Cabbages. Cabbages. Back
pass
online.
Untap everything except for my Wasteland and Wirewood Lodge. Draw that card.
Sabo's Web. Sabo's Web.
Is that worth just playing out as anything? Or
Is it a flyer?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Jan.
Welcome. Just trying to help. Gotta get some attitude on it too. Does it fly, Jerry?
I appreciate the flavor of this Gibbering Fiend, where it's like, as long as you have 4 or more card types, it just talks really rapidly and it just like wears you down as a person.
That's true.
Untap. Draw this card.
It doesn't talk though.
By the way, Tishon is now 5/5.
It gibbers.
It gibbers.
Oh, sorry, it gibbers.
It gibbers.
Just gibber.
Just gibbers. I'm gonna play a Boros Signet.
Yes.
And yeah, pass turn.
Okay.
This is exciting.
Untap. Trigger a card. Trigger. I am going to not pay for it. 28. I'm going to cast Null Rod. Does that resolve?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I would like to move to combat. Trigger Arabo.
Oh no.
I'm going to target Initiate's Companion.
Yep.
And I would like to attack Jerry in the air for 3 and on the ground for 6.
9.
Goodness
Goodness
gracious.
gracious.
I'm
Well, I'm
going
not blocking
to
anymore. I just want this game to be done.
trigger Initiate's Companion. And I
Untap
would
Initiate's
like to
Companion?
untap.
Tap your tech edge.
Might untap my Tech Edge, guys. Oh, hang on. Null Rod. That costs 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's say that I did that,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to untap my command tower with the
it.
companion.
Yep.
Then I would like to cast Gaddock Teague.
I would like to read Gaddock to you.
I'd like to scoop.
Read it out loud, Jan. Hold it up.
Non-creature spells with converted mana cost 4 or greater can't be played. Non-creature spells with 4 in their mana cost can't be played.
With X in their mana.
X in their mana cost.
4 would be very specific.
4 is very.
Then I'm going to pass the turn.
Yeah, you can no longer cast Keurig.
Keurig.
Can't you cast Keurig?
No, you
Oh.
can't.
If that said
Don't
4
worry
in
about
its
it.
mana
Take your
cost.
turn.
Take your turn.
Yeah, it was a bad joke.
All right. Pass the turn.
That's exciting. All right, I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna draw this card. Oh boy, it is a Marsh Flats.
Ooh, doggy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to untap. I will draw my card and make a decision on Mana Vault. I'm not going to pay for it.
Okay. 27.
I will move to combat.
Yep.
Trigger Arabo.
Yep.
I would like to target Initiate's Companion.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then I will move to combat.
Yep.
Declare attackers in the air.
Just a heads up, Tishon is now 6/6.
Yep.
Okay.
In the air.
Yep.
For 3.
Yep.
And on the ground for 6. Trigger Arabo. Pay for it. Make it a
12-8.
12/8 with trample.
Okay.
So that is 15 total.
I will trade with it, and then I will take.
3 in the air.
7.
Nope, that has trample too. So
yeah.
7 total?
7. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
trust you.
3
Matt.
plus 4.
7
Those
total.
2.
Jerry goes to 2.
Yep.
And I will pass the turn.
End of your turn. Okay. I will tap this breeding pool and chain of vapor your Spirit of the Labyrinth. You may sacrifice a land to bounce one of my non-land permanents.
I think I might. I could bounce some of Jan's stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice my Tech Edge.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I apologize. I have to pay 1 more for this.
yeah. Oh, do I have to pay? No, it doesn't
No.
cast. Doesn't cast for me. Just copy. I'm going to sack my Tech Edge and bounce Jan's Academy Rector.
Dan, would you like to sacrifice a land?
Oh, or maybe a Semblance Anvil. That seems really good.
Ooh.
Yeah, his Semblance Anvil.
Sure.
Jen, would you like to sacrifice a land to bounce a permanent? Preferably one of mine.
Or is that it?
What'll it be?
I'm
Jen?
thinking.
Your artifacts just got a lot more expensive.
Artifacts I can't activate anyway.
I know. Can I bounce this?
Yeah.
It's already resolved.
Sorry,
The first copy
Right,
is
right,
Covers
right.
resolved. Is there anything that I necessarily care about? I don't.
Do you need to search or activate abilities of artifacts?
So.
or not die to infect.
Or not die to infect? I was about to say, there's a lot of stuff over there you can bounce. I don't know if you need your lands. If you do, don't bounce. But
Oh, I'm good.
okay, cool. I will then move to my untap step. I'm gonna Sylvan Library for full value.
Ooh, boy.
Oh. Slammed that down. With
I actually wasn't supposed to put them all back. I was supposed to keep one in my hand.
Slamma jamma.
That's pretty fair. That means you can
Gaia's Cradle.
Oh, it was Gaia's Cradle.
Ooh.
That's fortunate.
Just as he predicted.
Just as the man himself of the hour.
5, 6, 7. Still not enough to cast a Shauna.
Nope, but it is not enough to cast the other spell too, because all of my non-creatures cast one more.
Huh?
This is good talk.
What did I just say? Preordain.
Oh, Jerry's
Bottom.
Jerry's been waiting to draw cards for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the cards in his deck read draw a card on the bottom.
Yeah.
Draw this card. None of my creatures do anything.
Well,
Sure they do.
this
They
is
block.
This is a 1.
They block. Bloxing important. Bloxing is important.
Thanks, Jan.
I'm going to tap Gaia's Cradle for 3 green and Tropical Island for 1 blue. So using all that mana, I'm going to play Heuristic Study.
This is a really good draw.
Okay.
Go.
End of your turn, I'm going to crack this Marsh Flats.
Oh, boy.
Okay, 2.
Mm-hmm.
With 33.
We'll knock the deck over.
Alright, I'm going to get this Humble Snow-Covered Plains.
That comes into play untapped. You don't actually have to tap it.
Untapped, dude.
Load of white.
Oh, okay,
Leave
perfect.
me alone. Alright, cool.
Take 1 point of mana.
I'm
break.
going to untap. I draw this here card for my turn. It is a snow-covered mountain that I'm going to play. How many spells can I cast into Jerry's Heuristic Study and not pay for them?
I don't know, but
Just
probably
wait
not
until
enough.
my turn, and I'll play my Spirit of the Labyrinth again.
Oh yeah,
And
that's true.
And then you don't have to pay for it at all.
That's a
Just once a turn.
That is a
Wait,
true.
I feel like once it gets to your turn, Jerry's dead.
I'm at 2.
Jerry could be dead on this turn. Jan has a Revel Arc.
to a Revel Arc.
You should kill him.
How well?
I don't
Should
think
attack
that's
him with
the
a
play.
Academy Rector. He'll block.
No, it's a 1/2.
And then I'll go to 1, and then I cast an instant, and then he's dead to the Gibbering Fiend on his turn.
Yeah. There we go.
Gibbering.
It
Think
upsets me.
I just passed the turn. Yeah, we're gonna keep passing.
Okay.
We're playing the traditional, well-known Boros status of Go.
I will draw a card and make a determination on Mana Bolt.
Not even Drago, it's just go.
Pass.
I'm not going to pay for it.
26.
I would like to cast this 4 mana Grasp of Fate.
Are you paying the 1 for that?
No.
Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry, I should have said something as soon as I drew the card.
Jen? Grasp of Fate?
Yeah, no effects to Grasp of Fate.
Okay. I will be taking Temur Sabertooth and Academy Rector.
Whoop.
Haha, yoink.
That should be the flavor text. Grasp of Fate.
Just haha, yoink.
Move to combat. Arabo trigger the Leonin Relic Warder.
Arbiter.
Leonin
Arbiter.
Arbiter.
Yep.
Arbiter Warder.
Then I would like to declare my attacks.
Yep. I'm at 2.
Jerry 3 in the air.
Wow, that's overkill.
And Jan 5 and 5.
Yes.
Neither of them have trample.
Neither of them have haste.
Arbo triggers, and I cannot pay for it.
Neither of them have first strike either.
Correct.
They don't have haste.
Or slip recycling.
They don't
Blockers?
currently have any keywords.
None.
Blockers?
I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I will not block.
Okay. Jan goes to 24.
I go to
23 because I cracked a.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah, you're right.
And Jerry goes to
-1.
negative
Jerry
1.
joins me.
Okay.
And
Darn.
Garbage
That's it
pail
for me.
kids.
End of Jerry's turn. I'm gonna.
There's
pass
no
my
end of
ball.
Jerry's turn, though.
There is an end of
gonna
Jerry's
pass
turn.
from ball.
Yep.
There isn't an end of Jerry's turn.
There's an end
It's
of
my
Jim's
turn.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. End of Jim's turn. I'm gonna pass my ball.
Yep, you got it. I will.
You will not.
Well, he'll exile it.
You exile it,
But
but
yeah.
you will not search.
Unless you can pay 2.
Search.
Yeah.
I'm just gotta pay for it, Jan.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't tell me what to do.
That's fair. I
Hang on.
apologize.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna search, but only because I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna draw this card here.
He chooses not to pay and doesn't let Cat Arbiter prevent him.
Yeah. And he chooses no. It's his decision.
Yeah.
Put it over his eyes. And for his smile, too.
Can you guys stop interfering with the game?
We're not.
Cheeky, cheeky.
Mirror Breaker?
Why did you have to take my?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
It's just a blocker. 5 mana, 2
Yeah,
price.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
I'll untap.
Okay.
God,
I have a trigger on your upkeep.
Oh.
Because I have a
He's an
instant
instant
now.
now.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
cool.
take one.
Yeah.
Upkeep, take one, and then draw a step. Take one, question mark.
Draw step. Draw card. Question mark. I will take one.
I have Jim at 24.
24.
23 to 24.
I would like to cast this 3 mana suppression field.
What does this do? I can't
Activated abilities cost 2 more to play unless they're mana abilities.
Okay. With that on the stack, I am going to activate Kiki Jiki, making a copy of.
I assume it's just a wall.
Yeah, Wall of Omens. Okay.
Okay. I would like to move to combat, trigger Arbo. I would like to target Lean and Arbiter. Then I will attack with Arabo and Lean and Arbiter. Both 5/5s.
Okay. I will block. This is at all times activated abilities.
Yes.
Yeah, suppression field is always forever.
Forever. That's so many.
You do have a token.
Yeah.
I do.
He has a 0/4 creature wall. Fender.
I do have
ETBs.
a 0
Draw a card.
or wall. Yeah, I will block the Arabo with the. Okay.
Okay. I'll take 5.
18.
And I will pass the turn.
A card. I cast a Recruiter of the Guard.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I'm going to pay the 2 to search.
Okay.
So I'm going to get these loyal retainers.
Loyal? How loyal are
As
they?
part of the combo. There's
Okay.
2 of them right here. Loyal, both of them.
Yep.
Then I'm going to move to combat.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack Jim for 4 in the air.
You got it. I'm at 20.
It's a nice round number.
This is a weird game.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap. Trigger.
Gibbering Fiend.
19.
19.
Draw a card.
Trigger
Trigger
gibbers.
Mana Vault.
Robo is untapped too.
Oh,
It,
yeah.
it does do that in your untapped stuff.
Trigger Mana Vault. I am also not going to pay for it. 18. Then I'm going to play this Windswept Heath as my land for turn. Okay. I would like to move to combat. And trigger a Rabo. I would like to...
Get some Leonins.
Yeah, I think I'm going to trigger Lost Leonin.
Okay.
I'm going to move to combat. And declare my attacks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger a Rabo and pay for it.
Okay.
To make Lost Leonin a
10-8.
10-8 with Infect.
And trample.
And trample.
And trample. And yeah, so I've got 15 damage coming at you.
Well, yes, actually.
15,
No, it is. Yeah.
The result of which will be 5 loss of life and 10 infect if
Yes.
unblocked.
Those are true facts. Okay, so Anarabis is a 5/5?
Yep.
Okay. You have 2 mana, 1 mana open.
2 mana. He's a win. Oh, yeah.
He's 1 mana open. Okay. So I'm going to activate Kiki Jiki.
Take
2,
that.
hang 2.
Yeah.
Copying Revelark.
Okay.
The Revelark and the Gibbering Fiend are going
Gibbering Fiend?
Gibbering Fiend are going to block Arabo.
Okay.
The Wall of Omens is going to block the Lost Leonin.
Okay. Can you put the Wall of Omens down so I can look at it? Thank you. So I will assign my damage such that Gibbering Fiend takes damage first. Wait, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all going to die. Because Arabo's a 5/5.
Right, it is a 5/5.
Yeah.
We're
That's
all
right.
gonna die.
Yeah, it's only 4 toughness.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that resolves.
Okay.
So
I will take
Arabo
6 infect.
back to the command zone.
These are going to die.
Those
and
are
then
die.
The
Revelark
trigger is
trigger.
going to bring back Gibbering Fiend
Okay.
and Wall of Omens. So you'll take 1
From the fiend.
Yeah.
from the Gibbering Fiend.
Okay, go to 17.
18.
I'm at
17. Yeah, 17. And I'll draw a card.
Okay.
And then, so at the end of this turn, Jan has 18 life total still,
And
and
I'm at
6
17.
infect.
6
And 6 infect.
And you're at 17.
And I will pass the turn.
On tap. I will draw a card. Go to combat.
Mhm.
Check you for
No block
in the
for
air.
13.
Then I will proceed to pass the turn. Actually, no, I will not pass the turn. I will cast this Loyal Retainers.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will pass a turn discarding a land tax.
I'll untap.
Trigger the Gibbering
Yeah,
Fiend.
trigger the Gibbering Fiend.
So
12. The
and then
Kajiggering.
triggering your mana ball.
Yeah, so I'll go 11. I'll draw a card.
Yep.
I'm going to move to combat.
Mhm.
I'm going to trigger Arabo.
Okay.
Targeting the Lost Leonin.
Okay.
And then I will swing out.
Okay.
That's 9.
9. Alright. So 4 blocks. I will pay 2, activate Kiki Jiki, make a copy of Revelark.
Mhm.
So Revelark and the. So this is a 5/4?
5.
Yeah, 5/4 with no trample or anything.
No, just
Correct.
infect.
Okay, Revelark will block. The token will block this. Gibbering Fiend will block the Leonin Arbiter. And Recruiter and Loyal Retainers? No. Wall of Omens will block Gaddock.
Okay.
So these two trade, Leonin Arbiter and Gibbering Fiend.
Yeah.
Gibbering Fiend.
Okay.
And then the
There you go, me saying it.
Wait, hold up. You double blocked?
No,
with this?
single
No, just
block.
single block.
With their
Okay.
Revelark token.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a 4/3.
That's a 4-3.
Yeah.
So they trade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you were
Gibbering Fiend,
these trade.
Trace Trade, and then the Wall of Omens is blocking Gaddock.
Okay.
So triggering the Revelark token,
Yep.
bring back Fiend and Goblin Welder.
Okay. I will move to my second main phase.
Gearing peanut to the back of the other.
Yes,
True. It's got all of us saying it now. It's wrong.
I'm going to cast Spirit of the Labyrinth and pass the turn. So.
I will draw this card. Play this Arid Mesa. Then you are at
10.
10? Okay.
With no flyers.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Jerry, no strategic advice, please.
10's a
Don't make me warn you again. I'll enroll you in this event and then DQ you.
That's why he said he'll enroll you in.
So I'm going to activate
Listen up, Jerry.
Kiki Jiki, make a copy of Revelark.
Yeah, you got it.
And then I'm just going to attack you with everything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay.
So let me tell you why I swung out.
Yeah.
Because this is important. I was trying to bait you into killing the Gaddock. I realized that I didn't have enough mana for it, but I almost had enough mana to cast Tragic Arrogance. And I was going to get rid of all of your creatures. But failing that, I could have Armageddoned, and then you wouldn't have been able to activate Kiki Jiki anymore.
I had Fate's Reward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that
I
happens
had Fate's
sometimes.
Reward and Angel's Grace.
Yeah. My other ones were Stony Silence and Grim Monolith.
That is a non-bow.
That's well, I mean, already.
Yeah, I already had Null Rod out, so I drew that Grim Monolith like 10 turns ago.
Yeah.
But
That was a weird gear that this shifted into.
Yeah, well, I was like sitting there and I was thinking, and I was like, wow,
Yeah,
I
the
just
eggs
started attacking him
didn't
with
do eggs.
4. And so this was the dumb thing. So the turn before you played Linvala, I had 5 mana open, and I was like, I can cast this Kiki Jiki and make a copy of this thing, but I don't know if I think I have just enough mana to search once, but then where do I go from there?
yeah.
And then I didn't, and you played Linvala, and I was like, oh, okay, I can still play this Ashnod's Altar as backup. And Jerry returns this Arcane Denial, and then counters my Ashnod's Altar, and I was like, I know where to go
See,
at this
it
point.
was the correct play.
Yeah, it was the
Vindication
it was
for
good.
Jeremiah Moss.
Yeah.
My correct play actually would have been do it a turn earlier
If you
and
did it a turn
counter
earlier,
that.
And counter the
Something.
Counter the
Linvala.
back.
No, I was going to counter the Linvala.
Yeah, the Linvala.
Because the Linvala, then I was like, I have no mana.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, all right, I have no... to be fair, I lost to a turn 3 Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Mhm.
There was no coming back.
Yeah,
Turn 1
Linvala.
Thalia, to be fair, too.
Turn 1 Thalia
that
was pretty rough. The
That
turn
didn't bother
the Spirit of the Labyrinth slowed me down a ton too.
Yeah, the Spirit of the Lab was like fine
It was
because
good.
I had the Inferno Titan for me, so I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, and that's
For
the
me,
thing.
it was
I would have
fine.
loved to keep Bill in that game.
Mhm.
I actually would have preferred to kill Jerry first.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Inferno Titan would have just taken you apart.
Yeah, the Inferno Titan would have actually screwed me. That Bill would have won that game.
In a
if
game
I
like
had killed
that,
Jerry
Inferno
first.
Titan is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
like-
but it's a real shame because I really wanted Bill in that game rather than Jerry or Jan, actually.
Yeah.
Because I think my matchup against Bill is better absent Inferno Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Inferno Titan is just really, really strong. Yeah. The best thing about it is because of the way that Neheb is worded, it's not on attack, it's on damage. So I can keep the
head back or the Inferno Titan.
I can keep attacking with the Inferno Titan, and then when I want to attack or when I can attack with Neheb, I can just on attacks kill the Spirit of the Lab, deal damage with Neheb,
and
and
draw
start
some
going.
cards. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have to get rid of it until the absolute last second necessary. So I was feeling pretty good, and then Arabo.
Bravo.
Yeah, Arabo.
Roar.
The second
sick.
I want to play
It's
second
really
more.
sick, yeah. I gotta give this another try.
I really want to play this deck again. I honestly think that the mix between slowing the game down and Glass Cannon, which I know makes just a mid-range deck,
Yeah.
that's just an established
That's what we call
strategy
mid-range.
already.
Yeah.
I think that this is kind of where this shines. I know that Cobblepot would probably call me an idiot for saying that because he has like a really, really tuned combo list. But I think that this
There's
is...
like nothing. I think this was pretty sweet. That turn 1 or turn 2 shattering spree was like kind of strange, but still good. It was very good.
I had a bunch of 3-drops.
I was very
like,
mana starved that entire game. I really could have used that turn with 1 mana crypt.
Me too.
Like
I think I didn't draw my 4th land until like turn 5,
Yeah,
and it was
me
a
too.
fetch land after the Leonin
yeah,
Arbiter
I
came
missed a
down.
lot of land drops.
And so
One of the changes that I actually made to this list is it was running 35 lands, and I pared it down to 30.
Might need a couple.
It might be like a 32 list.
there was one turn because effectively Jerry was dead just because of everything. There was one turn where I'd done something, and I don't know if you picked up on it. You attacked Jerry for a bunch. You didn't attack me. You could have attacked me because I only had 1 mana open. I couldn't have searched with Rector. because they own an Arbiter.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't pick up on that.
Okay, cool.
No, I should have attacked you then.
Yeah.
I
I didn't notice it either because it was one of those things where I just like, I gotta play this thing onto the board. And then I kind of stopped and I was like, I didn't do this right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
I really would have liked to cast that Tragic Arrogance a lot earlier. After Bill was dead, I think I was pretty favored on the Tragic Arrogance. But I never had the opportunity to cast it. I would have had to untap my mana vault and then spend like 8 mana on it, you know?
Yeah, and then it's like it's a turn you're like taking off doing.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, it would have been like fine.
I think it would have been fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep jamming this deck until I don't play against a Spirit of the Labyrinth or a Torpor Orb. Because every single time it's been on camera.
Fun fact,
not against me.
I don't play Torpor Orb in this deck, Jerry.
I play Torpor Orb
pretty bad.
and Hushwing Griff. And
I was about to say, every single time this deck has been on the show, somebody has had an early Torpor Orb or an early Spirit of the Labyrinth.
This deck should run Torpor.
Probably
Thanks,
should.
Jerry.
Like actually looking through this, some of those things like the Gibbering Fiend or Gibbering Fiend or tell us in the comments below.
It is gibbering.
it is
Like
gibbering.
the Gibbering Fiend. There's a lot of like random incidental 1 damage as like win cons in this deck. So I thought that card was super sweet. And Reckless Fireweaver is another
Reckless
one.
Fireweaver is a good one, yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
Anyway,
That was
that was a game.
These are decks you don't see at the average competitive table. So,
and if you
but
want
I think you're going to see it at our tables a little
Yes.
bit more.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to play Cat Stacks again. This deck is sweet. It plays a lot like Bears and Cars.
and if you want to know how this deck is supposed to win, go check out our Better Know.
How many times have we? It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll catch you next week.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. And you can click this link to check out our other great videos.